And this is E for eminingwizard.com, marketwizard.com on the 15th of January. Use risk capital you can afford to lose. We're in about 20 minutes. And I'm still thinking that today, before we're done today, that 2606 and a quarter target to 2610 is still available. I don't like the odds from 2600, but I think that's still the target the boys have been looking at. Anybody's using O2 as aggressive resistance, that's our T1 today. So I kind of said, let's use that idea for resistance. But I still think we've got some whack-a-mole going on. So anybody that is shorting from the double top, think small. This has been a very challenging open for shorts who thought that, oh, okay, we came back overnight, so we're in great shape. So trapped a number of shorts, I'm sure. Still fairly neutral, but we know the target has been 26.06 and a quarter. And that's still our resistance target. And today, maybe we get there. And we've talked about any number of targets. So let's put those back into perspective. You know, these are single ticking the overnights. We know basis this idea that our 06 and a quarter is our next target to 2610. That's the range we have been anticipating before we think about that next range. Here's our 2-year range, and we're in the middle at 91. Right? This is a very important neighborhood off of that low that we had called back here in December, right before Christmas. So we've come 1, 2, 3 boxes in a 2-year range. And now we're trying to get into the next one. You can see 2680 is the resistance of this next box. But before we look there, we've got to come back and we've got to take a look at the 1 year. And that's our 2632 that we've been talking about. So that should be fairly obvious to any technical trader. And as such, this 53 is our support because we're in this box. So that's my current thinking in terms of position and support type of ideas. So for now, we know that 78 that I said is the flipper has held. Remember we said yesterday 77, 78 should be our support. They knocked it out, just a tad at the end of the day, and then they roared back up. So sucked in basically a bunch of shorts. Thought that was it. And then here we are all over again. It's a very nasty, mean type of a move for traders that aren't used to these kinds of games that are played. And our predictive model that we've used suggested this 78 should be a big support idea. And then we get this little, one point under thrust, and then everything else has been up here. So we were right to suggest try to come back, regression trade, get to the 88, perhaps test 92. This part up here is the part that in one spindle bar, boom, you can't count on that. Nobody can count on that move. But you can take advantage of it if you're long and riding a trailer or have multiple contracts and scale out. And this is the guessing part up here for making sure you're paid and saying, hopefully I can get back and get a couple of points in my pocket. Remember, the name of the game is not to make the calls for every single little swing, but try to capture pieces of the market as it is moving and put them in your pocket and say, okay, I'll live to fight another day. That's the essence of trading. Anybody can say, okay, we're in a range now from X to Y. The hard part is actually executing and saying, okay, I think for the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I should be going long. That's the hard part. Because if you're going in the right direction, then you're going to get your target and perhaps then some. And if you're going the wrong way, like short side coming to this gap at the open, then you're either going to get stopped out, or if you're undisciplined, you're going to be underwater a ton. So we're trying to make this a business for you traders, where you understand that we're playing odds. There are no guarantees. And then you try to read the tape as the market moves and as Trump tweets or news comes out or whatever. And in options expiration, you have to expect there's going to be even more games. So these are some important charts that we have looked at. We can see where there's 85, big idea, holds and starts to squeeze. And when you see a big thrust bar, you have to give that time to play out, because this tells you the generals are going long side. And now this is the profit taking part of the first swing. We already know that. And we know based on this chart from the open 92 area, it's going to be very important as support until broken. Because these traders that tried 88s to 92s for a short are busted. All right. Anybody that liked this area right in here and said, okay, I got this 60 back, got this, boom. No. So anytime there's a news bar, you've got to give it 15 minutes to half an hour to play out. And something like this is a news bar. Don't have a clue what it was. Don't care. Anybody that's nibbling backwards, a reminder. Well, we're going to have moving averages going to start to catch up. There's a 2-minute chart. Here's a 3. This gap is closed. That's that 93.75 idea. Okay, if you want your RTH, Angel and Demons, go set them. We'll set them on this chart right now. And a reminder, we said the market must get above yesterday's high, and it's done that. So this is a key idea today now. Third time through trade. And I'm suggesting today, we've got the shorts on the hook early, and we're going to try to squeeze this up. Target is the 2606 and a quarter to 08 to 10. That should be the next target. And shouldn't matter to you what direction you're going, as long as you're getting something, putting it in your pocket. Squeeze pivot right here, right where Zeke said he thought. This 95 area. See, and once it gets in motion, then you already know the approximate target that you have in mind. Doesn't matter that you missed the first part. You say, you know what? I know where they're going. There's about a 20-point trade off of the low. And this is called anybody that got caught. This is how it's easier sometimes to say I was wrong. We violated what we shouldn't have, so the market is obviously going in the other direction, the one that I didn't think they'd do. But by being honest with yourself about what's happening, you can still participate and easily put back into your pocket what you just lost if you were trying to scalp short. For over a week now, I have said 26.06 and a quarter is our target. Target achieved. And today's T2 is about 8.5 to 10. So those targets are not ruled out either. But my suggestion, make sure you paid at the 6 and a quarter. Done.